Now, before we go ahead with the recruitment, let's understand what is the basic difference between your recruitment management, recruitment marketing, and recruitment and onboarding. Yes, team.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between recruitment management, recruitment marketing, and onboarding 2.0? Let's make it an interactive session, team.
Sure.
Yes, sure. So
Uh,
basically, recruitment management is, as per my understanding, it is to identify, the requirements which are we receiving from the internal team, so that recruiters will arrange the uh, arrange that catalog or something to do the do the recruitments. And marketing, it is to publish the requirement on the internet or any uh, like LinkedIn or profile, wherever the recruitment can be posted. And the onboarding 2.0, it is a process for onboarding the new candidate.
What is onboarding 2.0?
It is to the whoever the candidate has been finalized. So for them, the onboarding 2.0, from there, the recruiters will onboard the end user to the company system.
Okay. All right. So let's see everything in detail. What is recruitment management and recruitment marketing? Because that's where majority of the people, they get confused at what is the basic difference between. Acha, which comes first, recruitment management or recruitment marketing?
Um, I hope it is management, recruitment management.
Okay. All
I
right.
think both goes parallelly.
Both goes parallelly. All right. We'll just see uh in today's session. In fact, today's session is just going to be the theory session, and we will understand what is the basic difference between the recruitment management and recruitment marketing, and also what is onboarding 2.0. However, in the complete um technical session, we're not going to focus on recruitment marketing and onboarding 2.0. We're only going to focus on the recruitment management. The entire training will be happening only on the recruitment management. Some part of recruitment management I might cover, uh, depend upon the server access. But however, the major focus is going to be only on the recruitment management. So what is recruitment management? Recruitment management, you would have seen, see what is a normal process when it comes to hiring team?
First, they get the requirement from the managers or the internal team. So then after they used to check for the according to the requirement on the various sites or within the internal resources also. After getting there, they used to schedule the interview and managing those interviews. After interview, if the candidate got selected, so release the offer letter and to negotiate on that. After the confirmation, release the offer letter.
Right. So that's actually true. But then how this is like if you're doing everything into recruitment management, which is RCM, then where the recruitment marketing comes into picture?
From the candidate side, like how he is used to feel that see the screen, feel the details, what he has to check on the things. So that comes into the recruitment marketing.
Uh, Basically, in simple terms, if I tell you like what the candidate sees, the job posting, and how those screen has been designed for the candidate, what all field it will be coming. So basically, a candidate experience, it's not a thing, it's just a recruitment marketing and a recruiter experience. Once the recruiter receives a profile, then they shortlist, they call for the interview, they process with different thing, and till the time they release the offer letter. So that is known as a recruitment marketing. So this is the major difference between team recruitment management and recruitment marketing. So here you can also see like a recruitment manager, like since it's a recruiter job, so they get the job requisition. So once you get a job requisition, you have to take an approval. Once you take an approval, you have to post your job to various sites, right?
Yes.
Then you have a manage application, and after manage application, you will see the screen candidate scheduling interview, and then whoever is the right fit for you, you go ahead with the offer, right? So all these are part of your recruitment management. So here also, team, I've taken up an example. So you can see there is a company who's actually applying for the software engineer, and they have posted. So once they post, you will see the candidate apply via career site, and then the recruiter shortlists the resume. Then they call for the various round of interview, and finally, whoever is selected, you just go ahead and give the offer letter to that candidate, right? So all these are part of a recruitment management. I still believe, that there's all, people, they always get confused. What is recruitment marketing? Also, we'll see in detail. So this is what the recruitment management it is. Now, if we go ahead further, you will see, acha, this is RMK, which is recruitment marketing. So see what happens when candidate, when before they post, recruiter, they post a profile, post a job. So what they do, it's like, they build a kind of a attractive page, for their website, where they will mention certain detail, they will explain about this. See, one job posting, it is simple, the plain one, right? Which you find in Naukri. You will find that,
Yes.
I don't know, I haven't applied for, I think, for any job for very long time. So I have no idea whether the Naukris is still the same or there is any change which has happened. But I believe, what I used to do it almost like 10 years before, there used to be, I think there used to be a simple screen for the Naukri, right? Where you just upload your resume, and if you like it something, you just go ahead and apply. But nowadays you will see it's like, company has their own page for a recruitment page, where they will post all the job. And even if they're linked with the Naukri, what they will do, they will, they will post that link. And, candidate has to click on that link, and then they have to fill certain information and then apply. Why they do that? Because they build those, career page into very nicely. They will build it with lots of, like they will add some picture, and, they will make it some attractive. Right. So, and more or less, you also post it on LinkedIn and Facebook also, right? All the social networking site. So whenever you're posting it on the social networking site, right, it is always the RNK, because LinkedIn and Facebook, they will always have a very attractive. If you have used LinkedIn, you will know it's like, how the page comes and how you can see all the information, how you can apply. And they also have a lots of feature also, that you can tag somebody there. You can also see what is out of so many people, where what is the chances of getting a job. You will see that, maybe let's suppose 10 people, they have applied for the same position. Out of 10 people, you will get to know in LinkedIn what is your chance of getting the job. They will also tell you what is, they'll give you certain star and rating, that whether your with the job requisition, whether your profile is matching with the qualification or not, whether your profile is matching with the experience or not, and then they will rate all that, and then they will summarize all the rating and everything, and that's how you get to know on LinkedIn, that what are the chances of getting this job. So that's a very good feature actually on LinkedIn. So Facebook also, they have, I have not used Facebook very honestly, but Facebook also must be having. So all these it is. So basically, it is like, when you post on the social networking site, they make it so attractive, that in case if you want to apply for a job, so you just go ahead and apply for a job, right? So that's basically your RMK, which is there. So you can see here, it's a passive candidate who are not actively looking for a job, but then you make a career sites and everything for future just to attract people. And also, basically you're doing a branding and recruitment marketing. So
Okay.
so you can see it's like, RMK, it's like advertising and attraction stage, where you are branding the company and, you're informing to people that this is a job. And based on that, people, they apply for a job. But in recruitment, management, you cannot brand it. It's just a simple thing, where you just post it and people they apply. So that is a recruitment management. And in recruitment marketing, where you basically link with the social networking side, and you also do lots of branding. Just like your team, you can see this PPT, right? See, one way of presenting, taking a session, it could have just, I would have entered simple thing, right? Now here you can see I have also entered with certain picture, with certain highlighted text, right? It makes things more
Yes.
attractive. Right. So that is how the difference between recruitment marketing and recruitment management it is. Okay.
Yes,
Any
sir.
Yes, sir.
question, team, or any doubt between what is
No.
recruitment marketing and recruitment management?
That's clear,
Uh,
Ashish.
it's clear.
All right. So recruitment marketing will always come first because that's where your people will apply, right? And since a recruitment management is about the recruiter's activity, so this is only, once the candidate they apply, which means the recruitment marketing will always come first when they will see the posting in the social networking site and everything. And once they apply, then only the recruitment management starts because that's a recruiter activity, right? If they don't have a resume, how the recruitment management will start, right? So that is what the basic
Yes.
difference between your recruitment marketing and recruitment management. Now, this is like you can see your uh, uh so here you can see the actually this is onboarding. Okay, hold on. We just covered the recruitment management and recruitment marketing, right? So this is onboarding. What is onboarding, team? I think Ajish
After
already answered that.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Right. So onboarding, it is nothing like, for example, see, recruitment marketing, it is like, they make the things website so attractive and they post it on the social networking site. And that's where, people, they apply for the job. Once a job comes, and the recruitment management starts. And once a management is, you do all those activity, you finalize you process the candidate profile, call him for the job interview, various job, stages you have, and till the time you finalize a person. Now, after you have given the offer to the candidate, then that's where your onboarding starts. So onboarding, it is nothing, it's just your uh, like once a employee, you have generated an offer letter, and once a candidate applicant has accepted your offer letter, so in that case, what they do, that in most of the companies you will see, they have a 3 month of joining period, especially in IT sector. So in such cases, what happens, the time which comes from, that 3 month till the time employee has accepted the offer until the time he joins, there's a lot of activity it happens, from the employee to the company. One, the company will ask for all the your certificates, right? Your all the certificates and your all these other detail, right? Because see, during the recruitment process, there are so many people who applies, right? So that point of time, the company will not be interested in taking the certificates, right? Because they have no idea who will be selected, and even why you will also provide all these certificates, right? Till the time you are selected. So
yes,
once
sir.
they selected, they will get all these information, and then what is from the candidate perspective, candidate also get to know a lot of other detail, like who is the manager, and or if there is anything like you want to understand about the company, and if you want to understand certain other information like your buddy who's going to be there, right? So buddy is somebody, it's like, whenever you join on the first day, they assign you somebody buddy, so that in case if you have any question, you can always ask to that person, right? So which basically it's nothing, it just helps you to reduce the stress so that you can ask all those questions. So that is what you can see they do onboarding. You receive a welcome email, you receive a digital form, right, where you fill all the detail about yourself, right? And then you will also have an access to certain company policies, right? So these are the detail that we actually do into the onboarding. And let's see further now. Now here you can see this is a main difference between recruitment marketing, recruitment management, and recruitment and onboarding 2.0. So now here you can see what is the purpose of this. Purpose of recruitment marketing is to attract and engage talent, right? And recruitment management, it's nothing, it's just a hiring process. Hiring process, like, once you receive a job, this applicant profile. Acha, what is the difference between applicant and candidate? Yes, team, what is the difference between
Uh,
applicant and candidate?
I think applicant is the one who was initially applied, and the candidate are like those who are selected in the pre-screening process.
Yes, that is the difference between applicant and recruitment. Good, Gaurav. So, till the time you're processing a profile of anybody, that is, known as an applicant. So that is, you will see all these detail, and then you can see the focus of recruitment marketing. It is nothing, just a branding and campaigning and candidate attraction, right? So there's a lot of branding activity and everything which you do into the recruitment. So recruitment marketing is always a first activity you do, and then it's a recruitment management stats, right? So here you can see you do the job posting, applicant interviews, and selection, right? So basically, once you receive the profile, you do all these activity. But recruitment management is not, marketing is nothing. It's just a branding and uh, campaigning and attracting candidates so that they can apply for a particular position. And you can see onboarding. It is nothing. It's just a form, compliance, training, orientation. There. So what kind of a training it will be when candidate they have not joined? Maybe certain training which is required from the organization perspective. So such training, you put it online and, you ask them to finish those training, so those kind of a training which you can do. Like, or for example, communication training, right? That is also very important. So in that case, you make a training and you put it on, on a company website or, and then you, share with the candidate, and then candidate goes through with all that. So here you can see it is when it is used, recruitment marketing is used before candidate applies, because that is just a campaigning and branding. So recruitment management is used during the hiring process, and onboarding it is used when after you have given the offer letter to a person. So that is, you can see, after hiring process it is done, that's where the onboarding actually comes. Acha, now there is also something team which is known as the onboarding 1.0 and onboarding 2.0. What is the basic difference between onboarding 1.0 and onboarding 2.0?
Ongoing 2.0, 1.0 is like in the theory, like
Sorry?
it's the onboarding 2.0 is it like
Uh-huh.
a SAP product, and it's in like the same instance the PC is being used. So it's a more convenient to implement because the data models and all those things are pre-configured. But when onboarding 1.0, there's a complete separate instance, and we used to have different admin and different RVPs. So it's quite difficult to sync the personal RVPs and all those
Uh,
things.
I hope it was a new
Right.
version which introduced by SAP.
Yes, it's a new version which has been introduced by SAP. That is true. And see, your onboarding 1.0, it was not integrated with EC. Your onboarding 2.0 is simple, it is integrated with EC. That is a basic difference between onboarding 1.0 and onboarding 2.0. And Gaurav, I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but the voice was not very clear, so I could not understand what you were
Oh,
actually saying.
okay, okay,
So,
actually.
all right. So, are you using a headphone?
Yes, actually, but I think it's where there's a disturbance in the voice. Is it clear now?
Huh, it's fine now. All right.
Okay.
So here you can see there is an example. So let's see the example for the recruitment marketing. It is like branding, websites, social media ads, right? So this is what I told you. Basically, the difference between the recruitment marketing and the recruitment management. And then example of a recruitment management example, which is nothing, it's just a resume screening, interview scheduling, right? And onboarding, it is nothing, you're receiving an email, welcome email, signature forms, and those various other document training and everything, right? So that is the example. And here you can see output. Recruitment marketing, basically, it can help you to read an interested candidate. And the recruitment management is basically when you've hired a candidate, basically it's a selection process. And you can see recruit onboarding 2.0, it's nothing, it's just that, the phase when employees get to join the organization. So that's where, you use the onboarding details. So that is what the basic difference between two team, the recruitment marketing, recruitment management, and onboarding. Now, these slides, I've added very recently because over the past batches which I have taken, that after finishing of all the training and everything, people were still not clear with what is the difference between recruitment marketing and recruitment management. So that is the reason I decided to add all these slides so that there is no confusion on the very first day. People itself should be very clear what is the difference between recruitment marketing and recruitment management. Now, this is your another difference, which you will find that in the recruitment marketing. Anyway, I think we have already covered all these section in the previous one, so I don't want to cover it. Now, this is, you can see a simple diagram flow, which I have prepared for you people. Like, for example, in the recruitment marketing, you will see the employer branding, the company is doing the branding for itself, right? And then they also have a career side. So they have a career site where they post all the resumes, well, not the resume, but all the postings and everything which happens, and social media where they post all the job requirement, talent pools. They post. There are certain website which has a talent pool, right, where they can also go ahead and post all those detail. Talent pool is nothing, just
Yes.
sites like recruitment and all these. Then you can see recruitment management. It's nothing, it's just that job requisition, applicant tracking, interview process, offer management, right? So all these detail we do, in recruitment management. Do not worry, team. We'll see all these things in detail. How we can go ahead and configure, do the setup, and everything we will see in detail when we start with the recruitment management, RCM.
Sure, sure.
And here you can see onboarding 2.0. It is nothing, it's just a digital paperwork, like all these paperwork you're handing over your certificates and document, education, experience, training and orientation, integration with the team, and if there is anything, right? So this is what you do with in the recruitment marketing and management. Now, this was a simple thing, which is like when you attract candidate, it is recruitment marketing, hire candidate, recruitment management, and when you're doing the boarding employee, so that's basically it's an onboarding. Now, this is also the same thing which I have, because I didn't wanted anybody people to understand what is the basic difference. Now let's also understand what is recruitment management and its benefit. And what all topic we're going to cover in the recruitment management. Recruitment management, we have already seen, like what is recruitment management? It is nothing, it's just your applying for finding, hiring, people, for your posting which you have done. So here you can see it is like once you have posted something, then you start getting an applicant resume. So once you start getting an applicant resume, then you have to make sure it's like you hire the right people in the company. By default, team recruitment is the most expensive activity in any organization. So that is the reason companies they spend a huge amount in the recruitment because
There's a
that
lot
is
of
the
efforts
first
to
branding of any organization, right? So that is the reason, you'll always find the recruitment team, they're always very good looking staff, they will always have, right? Because those people are the first interaction to the outside world. And organization built is, uh, uh, you know, uh, organization built is basically brand with all these recruiters, right? So that's a reason, and the recruiters are obviously paid higher with because so that is the reason. So here you can see we can do job requisition. What is job requisition? Job requisition, it is nothing. It's just that, like for example, you're posting a job for the software engineer. So that is a job requisition, and there will be a lot of activity in the job requisition. Like for example, you will find which place it is, which location it is, how many openings are there, whether it's going to be on site or off site, whether you'll be required to travel or not, and what will be the title of this, right? What will be the salary if they have mentioned on approximate basis, right? And some of the job requisition, it also has a certain quiz. When you fill in those quiz, right? So in those cases, if you clear it, then your application goes ahead. If you do not clear it, then your application stops there only, right? So that's where the job requisition it plays lots of important. We'll see that. In fact, we're going to spend not most of the time, but we're going to spend some time into the job requisition because that's a lot of activity which is there in the job requisition. Once you understand the job requisition, right, rest all the activity it is pretty simple. Then here you can see approval workflow. What is workflow, team?
It is like a hierarchy approval.
Yes, it is like a hierarchy approval, but it may not be necessary that it may be a hierarchy approval when it comes to recruitment because it's a job requisition approval. So there are certain people in an organization who will uh, they might not be, the right person to create a job requisition. So that is the reason, what you do as a recruiter, you always take an approval from the right person that whether there is any requirement as such or not. So that is the reason there is a workflow which is there. Workflow, it's nothing, it's just a notification. Notification in terms of RCM, it is nothing, it's just in taking approval. Maybe let's suppose somebody has created a job requisition, but you always take an approval from that department, whoever is the permission, who gives the permission for that. So if till the time that that person does not approve, you do not go ahead with the recruitment. So that is where, the approval is very important. Then you can see candidate sourcing. So you can see the sourcing, it is nothing, it's just you can do posting into jobs, social media, internal portal, right? So internal portal is nothing, just a career site. Social media, that LinkedIn, which we talked about, and I think Facebook, and all those places, that's where you can do that. And then you can also do that with the job, like Naukri, Monster, right? So all those details. Then you can see candidate management. Candidate can also track their all these details, right? The applicant screen and the interview process and everything, right? So that is also the part of a RCM only team. Then offer management. Offer management is nothing. It's just like all the person who has cleared the interview, and if his salary falls into the bracket, you just go ahead and give the offer. So that is the offer management. And then last year, it comes to be your onboarding, after the offer management, onboarding till the time. So in this case, if a person is coming from an IT background, so in this case, it will be almost like, uh, your 3 month, which is there. And I think 3 months is a pretty long time, right? So, but anyway, we can't help it, right? Because most of the IT company, they have a 3 month of, they will hold a candidate and then only the candidate people apply. And some of the organization, when they require a person urgently, what they do, whomever they have hired, they will tell the person, that once you join the company, before the joining day, they will give you some joining bonus, but in such case, what happens, the company you were working before, and if you leave them, in that case, they will not give you your, leaving certificate. So it is always better, team, that you finish off with the entire 3 month and take your all the experience letter and certificate and then join the new company, because if you leave something in between, they will never give you the experience certificate and the offer experience certificate, which you need to produce and wherever you will be selected, right? So that is the reason, always complete it, take all these letters and then join the another organization. Now here also you can see the benefit of recruitment management. So benefit of recruitment management, it is nothing, it's just that you have a faster hiring. So it is like, because there is all these job requisition with the workflow, it is there, and everything is into the one system, right? So in that case, what happens, you create a job requisition, it gets approved by the managers, whoever the person is supposed to approve, and all these things, it's happening in a one system, so that makes things very simple. And it also creates a better experience, like easy processing of applicant. So if you, whether it's a telephonic interview or any kind of interview which is there, right? So you just send a mail, or through that, you can just inform to the candidate, right? So that is also very simple, and you can see candidate can see all the interview schedule and the status. Collaboration, it is like, manager and HR can communicate and comment in recruitment management. And here you can see the feedback which is there, and everything is also there on the one platform. Just the example which I told you of. See, when you do your recruitment, each your there is a topic which is there. They have a certain marking to it, and whatever the marking which is there, right? So they decide based on that rating scale, that whether the company wants to go ahead high and hire you or not. So all these feedback and everything you will see here. Then you will see analytics and reporting. So reporting is also very important because it just tells you the statistics of everything, who has been hired, who has not been hired, out of how many people you have processed. Let's suppose you have processed 20 people for software engineer. Out of this process, how many people they have cleared the telephonic interview, how many people they have cleared the first level of interview, how many people they have cleared the HR interview or technical interview, and how many people you have done, given the offer. All these you can do that into your reporting and analytics. Then you can see the compliance details. So if there is any compliance in hiring, like for example, people like who are from a different country and who are staying illegally in the company country, so that is also kind of a compliance. It comes, so you are not supposed to hire them. So like this, you will see all these detail. And so here you can see the example of a recruitment management. And now let's suppose there is a ABC company and he wants to hire a software developer. So you can see he will create a job requisition as a software developer. Then he will take an approval. After approval, the candidate will start applying like from the LinkedIn, Facebook, and any other company career pages, you have. Then you screen the candidate. Out of here, you can see 50 candidates, they have applied, 10 people you have shortlisted. Out of 10 people you have shortlisted, they were all people in the interview process. How many it will be final selection? So you can see out of 10, you have a 3 selection, and then out of 3, it is like, one candidate you have given the offer, and that candidate has also accepted the offer. Acceptance also can happen through online team. So we'll see all those detail, how you can create all these detail, how you can take a workflow, how you can do the candidate sourcing, how you can do the screening, how you generate the offer letter. Basically, it's the same thing, but it has moved to the technical, right? And in technical, how you create all those detail. That is what we're going to learn into your RCM. Then this is the another flow chart which I have prepared. So job requisition, approval, candidate sourcing, candidate screening, interview, offer, and hire, which we have just seen team. So like this, you can see your all these sections and everything. And that's where you will see all these details. So here you can see there's a recruitment marketing and recruitment management. Any question team as of now with your
No, sir, we are good with that.
all right. Fine. Let's also understand the end-to-end process of a recruitment, what you just said. So that is also the end-to-end process. So here you will see the end-to-end process. It's basically the job requisition. So here you will see the whoever is a concerned person, they will raise a request for the job. Either it can be for the existing job, the person has resigned, or it can also be for the new job requisition where the company is expanding or that particular department is expanding and they require a completely a new job requisition, right? So here you can see they have placed a requisition. They will be having a template and they're going to place all those requisitions. Then you can see with the workflow, they will directly approve for those requisition, right? So that is your job requisition. Job posting, it is nothing, it's just that you are posting. So posting, it can be on a job portal like Naukri or Monster, or it can be a posting on the LinkedIn or any other social career site, where you can actually go ahead and post it and people they can apply for that. So for that purpose also it can be used for the posting. And so whether internally or externally also it's right. So that basically you do and go ahead and do all your posting. The candidate, it is candidate application. So candidate is start applying for this, and you will see, like whether from the internal side or the external side, people they start applying, or even sometimes people they come to us for the from the referrals also. So whenever the people they start applying, then you basically create their profile and in RCM, and then you go ahead and check your all those. There is a resume, there is a skill, experience. So you can check how good the candidate is and how fit that person is there in the organization, right? So like this, you will see all these candidate application. Then here you can see applicant screening. So you do the applicant screening. So first screen always it is whether the resume is fit or not. So if a resume is fit, then you normally do the phone screening. You call up the candidate and you check, whether the experience and everything is actually matching or not. So if the experience and everything it matches, then you normally go ahead with the interview process. So like this, you also do the applicant screening and everything. So so you will see all these detail. Then there is a shortlisting. So here you can see all these shortlisting detail, and so you have to shortlist a candidate, then you recruiter review the profile, then sometimes in certain organization, what happens is that they share the profile with uh, the technical person, and then they short it. But if a recruiter is technical person, then they normally check the profile and they check, and then they call those for the interviews. So that's also the way certain people in certain organization they hire. Then here you can see interview management. So you will have the interview, first interview. It can be via your phone, video, or in-person interview. And then you can see share candidate, info. So during the interview, it's like, the person who's getting interviewed, he shared lots of information about this experience, knowledge, skills, and then if you as an interview, if you like it, you give the feedback and right, then you can see offer management. If so, out of all those people, whomever you have liked, you go ahead with the offer management. right? So like this, you can see all these offer management. So you have a recruiter who creates an offer letter within RCM, and then once a candidate, so you just extend the offer letter to them. Then hiring and onboarding basically it starts. So here you can see hiring and onboarding, which is there. So you hire a candidate and you do onboarding. Right? What is onboarding? That's something also we have done. Now let's just do a quick round of quiz, Anuja. So
Sure.
tell me the correct answer. Read this and give me the correct answer.
What is the primary purpose of recruitment management?
Anuja?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear
Right. So
you.
let me read this for you. What is the primary
Sure.
purpose of SAP SuccessFactors Recruitment Management, RCM? A, to manage payroll and tax deduction. B, to run performance appraisal and promotion. C, to handle the hiring process end to end. And D, to track employee learning and certificate.
C. So C.
What is the correct answer?
C. C answer.
Huh?
Answer C. C. C.
C?
Yes.
All right. So let's see what is the correct answer. Our correct answer is C.
Yes.
So you can see RCM is designed to streamline the recruitment process from job requisition creation to candidate
Candidate
selection.
selection. Yes.
Let's see the another question. Which of the following is not a core function of RCM? A, creating a job requisition. B, screening and shortlisting candidates. C, scheduling interview. D, processing monthly payroll.
D. Processing monthly payroll.
Yes, the correct answer is D, explanation. The payroll is handled in the SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central, ECP, not in RCM.
Right.
Then tell me this true or false. Recruitment marketing, RMK, and recruitment management, RCM, are the same module in SuccessFactor?
No.
Huh?
No.
Sorry?
No. No.
Yes,
No.
and answer is false,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
RMK focuses on employee branding and attracting, while RCM manages the hiring workflow once the candidate applies. So this is a short answer. So tell me what it should come here. The dash is the central component in RCM where recruiter create and manage job opening.
The requisition.
Job requisition. Right. Very
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so here you can see the job requisition are the starting point of recruitment.
Yes.
So, which role typically benefit most from using RCM?
Which role typically benefits from the recruiter and hiring managers? Recruiter and managers. Recruiter and hiring managers. A.
Which role typically benefit? Yes,
Yeah.
A is the
Recruiters
correct
and
answer.
hiring manager.
RCM is tailored to recruiters and hiring manager posting in candidate pipeline.
Yeah.
RCM can integrate with onboarding to provide the smooth transition for hired candidate. True or false?
Yes. True.
Yes, true. Once a candidate is selected, RCM can send data to
Onboarding.
yes, onboarding continue process initially.
Written.
Right? Question
Yeah.
7. Which of the following describes the relationship between RMK and RCM? A, RMK manages payroll, RCM manages attendance. B, RMK attract candidates, RCM
Manage.
manages through
Yeah.
hiring. RMK is optional and cannot work with RCM. D, RCM is never newer version of RMK.
B.
Yes, B is the correct answer. RMK is pre-application engagement and RCM is an application. So here you
Uh,
can say application to hire process.
yeah.
Short answer, name two key activities recruiter can perform within RCM.
Two key activities.
Hmm?
Uh, Selection and onboarding.
Okay, creating and job approval, manage candidate applications, scheduling interview, generate offer. So all end-to-end process, they do that. Which of the following is an example of a typical RCM workflow? A, candidate applies, recruitment screen, interview, offer or hire. Employees submit leave, managers approvers,
A.
HR processes payroll. C, managers set goal, employees self-evaluate, managers review the compensation changes. D,
Answer is
employee
A.
and yes, answer is A. And let's see the true false. RCM helps organization reduce time to hire by automating part of a recruitment process.
True.
Yes, that is true. So here you can see there is a recruitment marketing and recruitment management. And here you will, so we have already discussed all these things, recruitment marketing and
Yes, sir.
recruitment management, right? So now let's understand. So here you can see the introduction. So basically the introduction is nothing, it's just your how so like for example here you can see, and this is a recruitment, so this is basically you can see a job requisition, and here there is a this education consultant company is actually looking for, and here you can see all these pipeline. So these are the talent pipeline, which means how many people they have forwarded, how many people they have invited to apply, how many new application has come, how many you have shortlisted, how many you have pre-screening, interview, offer letter, then disqualified. So you can see all the statistics from here. In fact, this is complete. Actually, everything in recruitment is configurable. There is nothing that which will not be configurable. Everything is configurable. And and majority of a thing, like certain thing you will find which is not there in the system. So what you will have to do, you will have to download from a demo system and then upload this into the client system. Why SAP doesn't provide anything as a dummy data into the recruitment? Because recruitment also does branding for any organization. So when you're doing a branding of your own, you may not be liking what SAP provides as a standard one, right? Your company has a different way of like sending a letter, content of a letter, it should be different. Like offer letter, it should be different. When you invite a candidate for the interview, so that text, it should be different. Since these are all related with branding, so that is the reason in most of the cases you will find in SuccessFactors RCM, they do not provide anything standard. So what basically we do when we go for the RCM hiring, we always have a SuccessFactors demo system, right? So we used to download from a demo system and then upload it into the client system. That is what we used to do just to save time. So like this, you will see all these detail team, like for example, and here if you click on any of these, like for example, if I come to the new application, so you will see there are three candidates. So here you can see all these three candidates. So you can see like what is the status of this. So here you can see withdrawn by candidate. Actually, what is how we can create this, what all boxes it should come, what all boxes it should not come. That's something we will see, like from tomorrow onwards when we'll get down into technical, how we can create all these detail and what all the standard, what SAP provides, and how we can copy all these sections. Now here you can see Samuel, basically he has withdrawn by candidate. So this offer has been, the candidate does not want to go ahead with this. Then Felicia, you can see the interview process which has been, and then there is a Ben, you can see you have already released an offer letter for Ben. And here you can see the interview result. This interview result was 5. You can also see how they have actually come. So you can see they have come from the internal side. This is also internal side. And this Ben has actually come from the corporate Jennifer career side. So that is how you can also see how the candidate are actually, they are sourced into this detail. If there is any rating or something which is there, so you will also see the rating detail, and you can see this is an external source. So you also have a phone number when they have applied, right? So all these detail you can see. You can also drag and drop a theme. What is drag and drop and how it works? That's again, as I said, we will see with the regular session how we can do all these detail. And then here you can see your job requisition. So all these job requisition, you will see how you can create your job requisition, right? There's a lot of field basically you have to create with the job requisition. So you can see job requisition preferences, candidates, interview central, and a message center, right? So you can see all these detail it is coming here. So if you click on the job requisition, all those job requisition you will find here. If you click on preferences or if you click on candidate, here you will find all these candidate detail and everything, interview central. And so all these detail, as I said, we will see with the regular session. And then here you can also see the job requisition overview. So you have an overview in section. So all these team I have already covered in the demo part of it. So I don't want to cover all these things again and again. And yes, team, we are yet to get the server from the center. So they said I'll get it today, but I still have not received any server access from them. Hopefully that they will provide it tomorrow. And that's where we want to start with all these technical aspect of creating your all these sections. Any question, team?
But for this session, there's no question.
Gaurav, your
Uh,
voice is not coming. It's not very clear to me.
uh, is it okay now?
Better.
Okay, sir. So I'm asking from the today's session, there's no question, but just one thing that I need to ask. So are we
Mhm.
going to cover the provisioning section, like what provisioning that we need to enable the provisioning, what are the, and are also we
Provisioning
are going,
access, I don't have Gaurav, but I'll
no,
show
no,
you
what
this.
options we have to mark in the provisioning to activate the
Acha, oh,
RCM
okay.
for,
You
yeah,
want to
for the
see,
options or,
oh, okay,
yes.
okay. You want to see that what, I'll show you. I'll show you that tomorrow in the screen, that what all option you should mark with the, like to activate your RCM. All right.
Yes.
I'll show
And
you all those
other,
details.
yes, sir. And another thing that how we are going to integrate RCM with Employee Central and with onboarding.
It's
Are we going to
already,
cover?
okay. Once you give an offer letter to a candidate, and once you move the candidate from RCM to onboarding, from onboarding, the person is already there into. I'll show you that also, but that is the last step.
No, no. The step I am asking, let's suppose uh, in the recruitment process, we used to get the data, educational details like a background information,
Right.
10th, 12th, and
So once you transfer, this data also gets transferred to Employee Central.
okay.
All
So
right.
do we have to do the integration part or something like what is that? It get integrated
No, no, there's
automatically.
not much integration part. It's already integrated. Don't worry. It's just
Okay,
that you have to run the transfer action. That's all.
okay, okay.